All right, calculus, welcome to a little quick review. Section 3.1, derivatives of polynomials and exponential functions. Just going to give you that quick power rule kind of definition here, and then I'll make another video with some more examples. First off, a little xy coordinate plane here, x-axis, y-axis. Then I have y equals c. You know, this could be y equals 4. The derivative of any constant, folks, first off, derivative rate of change. We're talking slope here. The slope of this line could be y equals 4 is 0. So thus, the derivative of any constant is 0. Here's what we did in class. The last derivative with the limit definition, given f of x is equal to 2x to the third minus 5x squared plus 7x minus 6. Find f prime of x. So again, the f prime of x is the limit as h goes to 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. So goodness, all of this is f of x plus h. Wow. This is f of x. Again, make sure to put all that in parentheses, subtracting all that I'm dividing by h. Wow, wow, wow. That is x plus h to the third off to the side. You could square it, then multiply it by another x plus h. Minus 5 times, that is x plus h squared, plus 7 times x plus h. I distributed minus 6, then finally minus all of f of x. A lot of terms. Then I get to canceling. All right, I divided everything by h there. Then I'm left with 6x squared minus 10x plus 7. So what do you notice? Man, we would hate to do this again. What do we notice? Started with 2x to the third, now I have 6x squared. Someone in class here said, take that 3, multiply it by 2, you get 6. 1 power less would give you 2. That's interesting. Then I had negative 5x squared, I'm left with negative 10x. Look at that. Take this 2, multiply it by that negative 5. You're left with 10. 1 power down from 2 would be x to the first. Then plus 7. This is really x to the first. Multiply it by that 7. 1 times 7 is 7. If you go 1 power less, you're left with x to the 0. Or anything to the 0 power is 1. Let's go up here. This is really x to the 0. Power, again, x to the 0 is just 1. 1 times negative 6 is negative 6. 0 times negative 6 gives you 0. Okay, thus the derivative of negative 6 is 0. Anyway, that is the power rule. The power rule is this. The derivative, now d, it looks like d over dx, that's just somewhat of an operator, which means differentiate whatever is next to it with respect to x. Okay, why? The variable that we were differentiating up there was x. So with respect to x. Okay, so the power rule, dx of x to the n, bring the power down, then 1 power less. Bring the power down, 1 power less. So let's take a look at 2, I guess really 3 examples here. So find f prime of x if f of x is negative 3x to the third plus 5x squared minus 8x plus 5. So take this 3, multiply it by negative 3, that is negative 9, 1 power less, x to the second. Take this 2, multiply it by 5, that's 10, 1 power less, that's 10x. This is x to the first, multiply it by negative 8, that's negative 8. 1 power less would be x to the 0, so it's just going to be negative 8. So anytime we take the derivative of just 10x, negative 7x, 4x, something that looks linear. Remember, if we wrote that as an equation of a line, y equals 8x, y equals 4x, we'd be given the slope there, all right? So we're just left with whatever that coefficient is, negative 8, 2, 4. The derivative of any constant is 0. All right. Okay, this next one, fractional exponents. 5 over 2, multiply it by 4, you get 20 over 2, which is 10. 1 power less would be 3 over 2 because you're subtracting 2 over 2. All right, so that's how we get 10x to the 3 over 2. Bring this power down. 3/2 times a negative 3 is a negative 9. 1 power less, x to the 1/2. Plus 1/2 times 4 is 2. 1 power less would be x to the negative 1/2. And I'm going to write it. Notice you weren't given any negative powers here, so I'm going to write 2 times x to the negative 1/2 as 2 over x to the 1/2. All right, and then here, number 4, and then these are just notes for myself. Again, I'll make another video with some more notes here. So what is this going to be? This would be 8x to the 1 power less, 7, plus 5 times 12, 60, 1 power less, x to the 4th, minus 4 times 4, 16x to the 3rd, plus 3 times 10, 30x squared, minus 1 times 6, negative 6 is negative 6. Okay, again, I'm differentiating with respect to x, because that's the only variable you see in there. You can also say, f prime of x equals. And the derivative of 5 is 0. All right, so this is what we got for right now. Yep, and I'll make another video here shortly. This is Yak Math Video signing out.